Merrimack TV content may no longer be available on YouTube. To continue watching our programs, please download the Merrimack TV app from your device's app store. Programs may also be available at merrimacktv.com.
Our mics, at least some of our microphones on.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great. All right, we have Jen Stover joining us today in Yvette's absence, and hopefully Yvette is enjoying a fine vacation time.
I'm sure she is.
So old business that we have for April's action items, Janet was going to review numbers. We were talking about the default budget activity last month, and Janet completed that.
Yep.
And then the library board of trustees met on April 17th to review that default budget activity so that we could meet the town deadlines for submission, which I think there's been a fair amount of action items kind of since then, but we'll catch up on those as we continue on. Were there other action items identified to cover? Okay. Also on old business, the SMP, which I'm understanding is a placeholder conversation for the architect work. And also the strategic plan is under old business. Any updates on strategic plan to date?
No, we still need to meet and decide how we're going to roll out some of the discussions that we had and the actions that we wanted to take. So
Okay.
we haven't had a chance to do that yet.
Yeah.
I think once Yvette gets back.
Yeah, take another peek.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So then, under new business, the first item is the fiscal 24-25 budget items, ledger invoices, POs, spending report.
I have some things.
Okay.
On the ledger?
This is kind of like that whole line.
Oh, okay. All of the above.
All of the above, exactly. I was curious, there's a couple things I'm just curious about. The Crown Trophy $1,000 PO. You've ordered signs. What's the status of that one?
I think one of us need to follow up on that. They were ordered maybe a month ago. And when she did place the order, when she went to place the order, the person was on vacation. I believe the order's been placed.
Okay.
I can follow up tomorrow. I can
Okay.
send them an email.
Are you following up with the town or following up with like Crown
I don't know if it's Crown or
whoever you ordered it from?
It's a Crown Trophy. Yeah, whoever we ordered from as
Okay,
well.
it
I'll
says
email.
Crown, but it could have just been a placeholder.
There were two different vendors. One would do the large signs, and one was going
Right.
to do the smaller signs. The smaller signs were the ones that have been ordered.
Okay.
So it's not nearly close to $1,000.
Okay.
It's much less than that.
Okay. Okay. The other thing is we need to vote on there's two POs that were created, one for the $7,000 for the materials and the $5,000 for cloud. The $5,000 for cloud, is that to be in addition to next year's budget or to pay for next year's budget?
We have to pay for next year's
Okay.
budget.
But we need to vote on those because those are under the material line and there's not money in the material line to cover those.
Okay.
So I make a motion to create or accept the PO for $7,000 for Ingram.
Second.
And any discussion? All in favor? 5-0-0.
Do we need to specify what line it's going to come out of?
not really.
Okay.
But because there's no money in the line right now to cover those POs is why we have to vote on it. So I make a motion to create the $5,000 for cloud library with a PO.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? 500.
Okay. And this is just a nitnoid, but I know, and I just found it today, so I apologize because I would have asked before. Can, under databases, Canopy, 3M, and Overdrive, our materials line is over what would have been, is essentially overspent, because $8,600 of it is money that the trustees would have put in, and there's not $8,600 remaining. So I suspect because of your spending report, you're fine, but it's the databases, Canopy, 3M, and Overdrive. One of those is more than what was allotted in our budget.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Repeat those again for me?
It's databases, Canopy, 3M,
Well-
Overdrive. Those are the only four that we can't see because of how you do your spending, which I love, because I can see how that's all spent.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, this line for materials, wherever it is,
Right.
should at least be $8,600.
This 21,000?
No, you don't. Materials. That's not what I have. Unless I was looking at the wrong one.
Yeah, the reason you don't see that in that report that I send you is because the one I'm sending you is strictly from Polaris, and we don't
Right.
track that.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah.
No, I do have this one. There was something else I was looking at, though. Or maybe just look at it. Just make sure that it's within the budget. And if it's not, that's okay. It's just one of those things we need to watch.
Okay.
I wonder what I was looking at. I think that was it for those. That was that. Yep, I'm good.
I do want to mention that the purchase order for it, and it's been since I sent you the report, the one for business card, $4,000, is now closed.
Yay! That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's
Yeah.
actually on my list. So is it closed, like was it spent and closed? Or was it's just closed and the 4,000 is going back into the line?
No, we spent, and don't quote me on this, it was around 2,800
Okay.
was what was spent on a business card from the Jonathan.
Right. I was going to say, I
So-
thought there was part of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically, we should get some of that money back, but I don't know.
Okay.
I can watch it.
Okay.
Should I look into that too?
Yeah, that's funny. It's right there. Okay.
So for follow-up items, there is the Crown Trophy order follow-up, the database Canopy 3M review, and the one more. which
Overdrive.
is
Overdrive.
Overdrive. Okay.
Are those broken out in the budget
They are.
separately?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think
Overdrive,
Overdrive was actually, I think we actually did spend more than what was in that line. Which again,
Mhm.
it's not a huge issue. But I wish I knew what I was looking at because we just need to, because it'll come from some other line.
Sure.
But we definitely have money to cover it.
Okay, thank you. Then next is year-end expenditures.
Yeah, so these are basically a little bit of a wish list type of report. One of them, which we is a high priority. We got a quote from Custom Electric for the hand dryers for the bathroom, so we can get rid of the paper towels. So hopefully that could help solve some of this clogging issue. That's $32.50. Jenny, who's the new head of youth services, has kind of repurposed the work room in the back of the children's room. That's going to be her office / off-desk workspace for other staff from down there. She's ordered cabinets, a couple of lockers, some shelving. I mean, it's night and day what she's done. It's amazing. It's a great use of the space. It used to be really a kind of a catch-all for everything. So, yeah,
That's great.
It is great. Yeah. Yeah, the air purifiers, I don't think there's a need for that right now. Jared went around and looked, and we aren't using 2 of them, but it's not really in a space that anyone feels is necessary to keep it. One is the staff room, and the other, I don't remember. So the ones that, in the big spaces of the library, they're working just fine. So, but, at some point, I would imagine we would need to replace some of those. And then we want to spend the advertising line. We have several new staff members. We all, have our nice fleece jackets, so we're going to order theirs, and possibly a couple of shirts for Jared that have the Merrimack logo that he can, work outside with, and then some color changing pencils that are always a hit with the outreach. So. So a lot of this, not the hand dryers, of course, and not the clothing, but a lot of the workroom, the lockers, the cabinets have been ordered, the shelving's been ordered, but she does still want a new bookboard shelving, and then in the teen room, Kylie's looking for a new magazine rack. No, that's youth services, sorry. It's a bookcase in teen. Yeah, for additional shelving. I think it's for nonfiction, so.
I just had a quick question.
Sure.
Further up in the computer services, the Raspberry Pi for the seismograph, is that a Reggie project?
No, so I wish Yvette is really the one I think who set all this up originally. This is I believe it's from a school. I could be wrong.
Okay. I just I think I know what they're looking to order, and it's really a Raspberry Shake, not a Raspberry Pi.
It is a Raspberry Shake.
Thank you.
Yes.
Because a
Good.
Raspberry Pi you
Yes.
can buy for less than $100. So I
Yeah,
looked at this
thank you. Thank you. I was doing that, and I was like, wow, that's really expensive.
And
I
my
was like, you're
husband's
going
like, well, if they need a
internationally?
Raspberry Pi, I have 5 of them in the basement. That's not a problem. But so I was talking to him today, and he was like, no, I think they want a Raspberry Shake, which
Yes.
does all the seismograph stuff. And so, okay.
Yeah.
Just-
Since this report, I have been in touch with them. It is a Raspberry Shake. It's from a company in Panama, so we're actually working with the town to try and figure out how to pay for this because they won't accept checks outside of Panama.
Gotcha.
So Kaylee's been working with Kelly, and she said we're almost there. So
Okay. I just wanted to be sure we
Yeah,
weren't paying
thank you.
$600 for Raspberry Pi. That's all.
Yeah. Good question. Okay. So I have some thoughts about that too.
Mhm.
It's money. Again, because we have money in the maintenance and ground line, it's the building maintenance and ground line. I would say just order it.
Okay.
Make him just order it.
Okay.
Though one of the things, the computers were ordered under the computer service and supplies line. It actually belongs under the office equipment, and that's a town thing. they, like anything that's computer related, printers, they all fall under that line.
Okay.
So
Which line, office equipment?
it
Office
should,
equipment.
yeah, office equipment, it's 8502, 8504, I don't remember.
So I think some of our thought was, we have a lot to spend in this line, which is why we were putting
Right,
these under there.
I totally agree.
Okay.
It's one of those nitnoids, and I understand. Because I did the same thing. I was like, oh, I'm like, technically this is supposed to be under this line. I was like, does it really matter? And
or the comments I'm getting from town are basically, you have one big pot of money.
True.
So, I mean, either we put it in one and it looks like we're in the negative, or we just spend from.
right, it's. I guess it just will depend on how you, as in the library, account for it going forward. Like in your
Sure.
big spreadsheet,
Sure.
if you notice you ordered it under computer services and supplies, but then 2 years ago you put it under
Mhm.
office equipment, you can't keep looking under it. It just should be consistent.
Sure.
So
So you recommend we put this under which one?
Office equipment.
office equipment.
Okay.
But
So 8504, which is down
is
here.
that the right one? I don't remember.
Yep.
Yeah. 8504.
Yeah, in reality, when I was going through it, I essentially was like, spend it. Just
Right.
every line. The only line that actually doesn't have extra money in it was the office equipment line, which then I just wrote, let's just vote. Say, like, we vote to, where is it? Like, we could just say, we could vote right now and just say, take the Dell computers out of the computer line as opposed to office equipment, and then it's all fine.
Office equipment.
Does that make sense?
We have to vote
Yeah.
to move it from one budget bucket to the other.
Or should we?
I
Or would
thought-
it be better to vote to move? Well, the computer should come out of office equipment anyway. But
Right.
do we ever vote to move money from one town
We-
budget line item to
Yes,
another?
we
Yeah.
have. In the past, we have.
Not the spend of it, but the bucket money of
The
it.
bucket money.
I don't understand that.
So
these
on the
have been-
ledger, we would move money from
Yes, we've done that.
computer services and supplies to office equipment to cover these purchases because we know we're gonna.
Yeah, we've done that in the past, as well as we can, as a board, say we understand. Honestly,
We understand we're going to
Yeah.
overspend office equipment,
Exactly.
but we also understand that we're very much underspent in computer
Exactly.
services. So
and
Yeah.
it really
Yeah.
matters in like September when we don't know what the budget looks like, but we're in May and we have 1 month left.
right.
So,
So it doesn't really
doesn't
matter at
really
this
matter.
point.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So it matters in September, but doesn't matter right now.
Mhm.
But going forward, I see it's probably a good idea to move the laptops to office equipment because if we're looking at what we've spent year over year,
Yeah,
it would
it'd
be
be
better
more.
in the right place.
Reflective.
Yeah. Yes. So so we're moving, let's just vote to accept that we're going to move the Dell computers to the office line with the understanding that it's going to be overspent.
Is that a motion?
I'm saying, I'm
So-
asking.
Yes.
So this $3,124.48 for those laptops,
3,100.
24
Thank you.
and 48
48.
cents.
Right, 48 cents. So I make a motion to move the order of the two laptops for $3,124.48 to be moved to office equipment,
A
which is
second.
8504.
Yes.
Okay, any discussion?
We need a second. Oh, did you
Yeah.
second? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
And all in favor? Great. Yeah, I think that will make it look cleaner. And
Yeah.
I was just gonna add comment to, just for completeness, that a lot of this activity and the year-end expenditure work is in part related to the default budget activity and some of the negotiations, I guess, for lack of a better word, of doing some spend here so that we can appropriately account for next year's coming budget.
Yeah, and everything, I would just spend it. I wouldn't encumber any of this. I would just buy it right now. Because it won't make any difference, and there's already money in the budget for that.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
My only other question that I have for that is, I actually have two. There is a large balance in the building maintenance and ground line. Even if you take out everything that's in the, like, that list, do you know why? Like, I went through it, and it's kind of like just like 1,500 here for something and 1,500 there for something. There just happens to be a large list of it, and I was still rather surprised.
I've only taken this over since the last few months,
Okay.
so I don't know what was typically spent out of this line. Once 5,700 comes out of it, we'll be down to around 5.
Yeah, maintenance buildings. I was just, when I went through it, I was just surprised how much was still there. Like, it's the carpet cleaning you guys just did, elevator maintenance, heating system, air conditioning, maintenance of sprinklers, security, trash, painting, electrical supplies, plumbing, and then maintenance, miscellaneous. So I was just,
I don't know if maybe the trees that were taken down earlier this year were supposed to come out of that, but since the town did them,
maybe.
That
we
could have
saved
been.
that money.
And because we're looking at the year-end expenditures, I want to add one. I want to encumber $5,700 for the elevator contract.
57?
Yep. For next year's budget, we have listed for the elevator maintenance, 1,724. And given the quotes that we got sent in our packet, we don't have enough money to pay for the contract for the year.
I do have an update on that.
Oh, okay.
There was a voicemail from Stanley for Yvette that said she needed to pick one of those two
Oh.
and not both. So when
Ah.
she gets back, I'll have her look at that. I would probably assume, I'm trying to find them, that she would go with the maintenance. Find it. So the maintenance agreement, let's see. So that's the full maintenance of any of the issues, and it's a $480 monthly payment. The other one was just for,
Right, examination and lubrication.
yeah, so nothing, if it broke, it was nothing. That didn't cover any of that. So I would imagine she's gonna go for the maintenance
Okay.
agreement. So
So
that is a little bit better.
that's
than
better.
both.
Yes, exactly. So then it ends up being like 4,000.
So you wanna encumber
I still want
4,000?
to, yeah, to cover the maintenance.
Okay.
So with what we already have budgeted and this extra 4,000, it will cover it.
So edit the motion to
So-
encumber.
Yes, so I'd like to make a motion to encumber $4,000 for the maintenance contract for the elevator.
Second.
And any other discussion? All in favor? 500. And to encumber that, we message to the,
So they will make a PO and it will go under Stanley, whoever, I guess it's Stanley.
Yep.
So they'll just have a PO that will say Stanley.
okay.
And you want this out of the building and maintenance line?
Actually, if you want to, I mean, essentially it's gonna end up just being like the whole pool of money. So, But,
I do
oh,
have
you
to
mean like
admit-
where it's going? It's
Yeah.
going under the building maintenance
Okay.
line.
Yeah.
Yes, I apologize, I misunderstood. Okay, now I'm done.
Let me go back to where we are.
Was there something related to the raspberry shake? Was there a motion in there? It was just the raspberry shake regarding
No.
the seismograph?
It was just a question
question.
of what,
Yeah.
what the object was.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then there was a comment like building maintenance and ground line has plenty of money, just order it. Is that the right?
I don't, that is under that line, yeah.
So just.
While we're discussing, well, next year's budget and do we need to amend next year's budget to match the final numbers from the town on our end?
I have that in here too. Yes, we need to get a copy of what the town has for its budget, because I know, like, my version that was sent up is not quite the same as what the town has. It's close.
Yeah, and I think
but
Yvette sent us the total
the total change.
change, but we don't have the total,
Yeah, we don't
Breakout.
have, right.
Breakdown.
because I think it was just changes in insurance stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we probably need our,
Yep.
Can we go back to what Donna was saying? Because the Raspberry Pi is actually under computer services, not building maintenance.
Okay.
Just so you're aware of that.
I don't need to know that, right?
Oh, okay.
Because there was no motion.
Right, there's
Right,
no
it wasn't
Okay.
a
Just
change, right.
question. Thank you, that's all.
Okay. Jen, I feel like we're racking up the action items for you today, but we'll help you keep tabs on
Okay,
that
thanks.
list. Yeah.
Sorry, Jen.
All right, end of the year, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's the end of the year.
Yeah, I think a lot
I
of
know.
them are, in theory, brief follow-ups. So, let's see, building maintenance and project list. Any updates to verbalize or questions, comments?
Any word on the chiller?
The chiller,
Project.
yes. We had, let me see here. I- Yes, what did I write to you? Okay, they were there, they took the pump. The pump has been fixed of the leak, and we have it back at the library, but we have a technician who will come next week to install that.
Great.
Yep.
Now, will this be part of the contract that we have with them, or is it?
I would imagine so.
I'm just asking. I'm wondering if there's going to be a bill, which I anticipate is more like what I'm saying. I don't know. Okay.
Any policy reviews? Yeah, I didn't see any come through.
Nope.
Okay. And then grants, this is also a bit of a placeholder. Until and unless we have extra bandwidth or interest to dive in a little bit further, we have a grant subscription
Right.
or
Station.
Great
Grand
grant station.
Yeah. So several months ago, I had looked at Grant Station, and it's beneficial if you have a project like either going or starting or looking to start, like, oh, I'd really like to do this, and here's like 90% of it completed if I had money for it. Because we were looking at, Jobin and I were looking through it, and so many of them are like, oh, well, we'll do it for this, or we'll do it for that. But we kind of were like, what? Like, we can't just get this money or ask for this money with no project. So,
yeah.
so if there were ideas floating around, then it's much easier to look for that, something that supports it.
Mhm. Maybe also, once we get to the next layer of details around the strategic plan activities, maybe something would be identified with that funding, could be helpful for.
Yeah,
But,
that's a good idea.
okay, and then the next is the town approved default budget, which we commented on already. Any other?
I
Go
will
ahead.
say we did get an email on 4:30 from Yvette, and I think it does have the final voted on town council numbers in it.
Oh, it does, okay.
Yeah. I think for us it was, I don't know, it was 1,259,404.
So is it just the number, or is it, I'm looking on my own
But I don't know
budget.
how
files.
far off that is from the last one.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
I don't remember. Actually, I probably have it written down.
That's the whole budget.
Why am I seeing 1,192,404?
That is not the right one.
Yeah, it's the town. I think those attachments are the town council budget.
You have
I think you
1,259,404.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember what ours was last time.
I have it up. I'll show you. I'll tell you.
What we last voted on.
Right. It's really close because it's really close to
Yeah, it was.
this year's budget. So
It's not any of that you're looking for.
that's the old one.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Six. That's not the one I want.
I feel like all the attachments say final, and so I'm like,
Yeah.
well, now they can't all be
Real
final.
That's the challenge I was facing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, the bottom line. The one we voted on is okay, the one we voted on was 1,259,571.
Okay, so it's like $171 difference. Well, $170-ish difference.
Yeah, it's it's $167.
Okay. So we need to vote on this one, right?
No. No,
We don't.
because it's already been approved through the town.
Okay.
And it sounds like, at least from Yvette, that it's a difference in like the insurances and
Yeah.
maybe Social Security and and it's less. So, I mean, we approved more and it's less. So, no, we don't need to.
So I can take that off my list.
We can take that off the list.
Okay, great. Okay, the director report.
Okay. Did anyone have any questions off the bat from what I wrote, or?
Just a comment that I liked seeing the attendance listed for a variety of programs. I thought that was
Good.
a nice piece to include, gives us a better context for kind of where the interests lie.
Yeah.
But I thought that was helpful. It looked like a lot of successful programs
Absolutely.
recently, so it's great to see.
Yeah, good.
I had a question about what's going on with the carpet because I couldn't figure out. Do we want it? Are you asking us to see if we want to go with Atkins, the Atkinson carpet, or is it something that Jared's doing, or is it a combination of both?
Well, originally we got the quote, but then when ServPro came back with $12,000, as a payment, and our insurance is only covering 10, we decided to have Jared do it instead of spending another $3,000 on that. So we've ordered the baseboards, and we had some extra carpet squares that he was able to put down in the children's room. So really, we're just waiting to do the baseboards.
Okay.
So yeah, you can scratch that quote.
And we have some donations to
Oh, yes, I'm
accept.
sorry, thank you. Let's see. So we received 3 puzzles from Linda Woodworth, and would like to add them to our Library of Things collection.
I will motion to accept the puzzle donation from Linda Woodworth.
Second.
All in favor? 500.
Thank you. We received a health trust grant for $250 for our employee wellness program.
Great. I'll motion to accept the Health Trust grant donation of $250.
Second.
All in favor? 500.
Thank you. And lastly, we received a check from the Merrimack Garden Club in the amount of $100 for the Fells Pass. That's the John Hayes Estate at the Fells in Newbury, New Hampshire. That's for the season of 2025. It admits up to 2 adults and accompanying children under the age of 18.
Great. I will motion to accept the $100 donation from the Merrimack Garden Club for the Fells season passes.
Second.
And all in favor? 500. Excellent. Thank
Can
you.
I
Thank
make
you.
another motion regarding the Fells Pass?
Yes.
The Garden Club Fells Pass was paid out of fines, but the income was put into special. So I would like to make a motion to move $100 from special to fines to pay for that pass.
Second.
And all in favor? 500.
We're moving it from special to fine?
From special to fines.
Okay.
So is that something we have to have Kaylee do?
Nope.
Here, you'll do it?
Yeah, Kaylee can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I should have said I make a motion for Janet to move $100 since I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
Totally wouldn't have done it.
The treasurer emeritus to move money.
So I did hear back from finance that said they've submitted the ServPro bill, and that so we've already paid this out of the building line because they were calling us looking for payment within 10 days after. So they're going to change the account and make it come out of the insurance line from the town. So just so you're aware of that. Did you have any other questions? The director's report?
I do not.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. We are set for the treasurer's report.
As you can see, I
No
already
pressure.
screwed it up once and had to send a second email. So it's what it is.
No judgment here.
Yeah, no judgment at all.
No judgment here.
I got it done for the first month, so
It's
I was pretty
amazing.
proud.
It's amazing.
The beginning balance in April for fines was $8,359.32.
2,300.
30.
Yeah, these you won't need to record
You don't have to
separately.
record
Very
these.
much.
I'll tell you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The ending balance was $7,597.49. For a special, the beginning balance was $53,903.21, and the ending balance was $55,736.52. I believe we had an anonymous donation this month for $13.37. So I make a motion to approve an anonymous donation for $13.37.
Second.
All in favor of accepting? 500.
Are you looking for it? I swear it's there.
Actually, you know why I can't see it?
Oh, because it's in the deposit slips.
No, it's because it's your.
It's part of a bigger thing. It's a.
The special report doesn't show cents.
Oh.
It's all in round dollars.
Ah.
Did I screw that up, or is that like a?
It's a setting.
Oh, okay.
because fines shows it, the special doesn't. It's actually a note I have for you. But that's why I can't see it.
Okay, so I need to add change
I'll ask
to
in
which
a second.
report?
Special.
Special. Okay.
It's like everything, it's still profit and loss. It's just must be a setting like when you, on the side that it has,
Okay.
everything is a round dollar.
Thank you. I will do that. Okay, for Square transactions.
That's what this is.
That's what this is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So she'll give you amounts that are moving from primary savings to fines.
Yeah. So I make a motion to move $314.99 from primary savings to fines for Janet to move it.
Second.
All in favor? 5-0.
That's why I'm writing it down.
We have a little round robin going on.
And then I make a motion for $107.91 for Janet to move from primary savings to special.
Second.
All in favor? 5-0. Thank
System works.
you.
All right,
Just the
because,
whole
are you done with that?
sentence.
I think I'm good. Unless
Okay.
there's anybody has any
Take it all
questions,
out
which I
if it
don't know that I
doesn't
could
apply.
answer.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I'm
can-
gonna
you can delete the
amend,
X's
not amend,
or
but I'm
the
gonna
month. Yeah.
add
Yeah.
to your treasurer's report to give an update with respect to
Oh, the banks.
all the banks.
Yes.
Yes, so we have two banks. We have Fidelity and DCU. With Fidelity, we've submitted the paperwork. We have two accounts there. One of the accounts has been moved over. The other one has not. Special is, at least from my end, I can no longer see special. So if you two ever log on to.
I have some money visible to me now.
Okay, then it's worked. So
Okay.
fines, I called on fines. They said they have the paperwork. It should just be a couple more days, and I did this on Monday. So I assume, I'm hoping by the end of the week, even though it was submitted all at the same time,
Yeah.
it'll be done. So Fidelity, no issues. DCU has been a problem. Big problem. The paperwork that we submitted is the correct paperwork to add signatories to the list, to the account. I cannot get off the account because of this account type. They do not have an account type to have that allows for revolving signatories. So,
Treasure for life.
So you're a treasurer.
so I can stay
Treasurer
on it
emeritus.
as
Yeah.
it's called the managing organizer, and add them and just be there, and they can do what they need to do. Or we can look at other banks. I called TD, Citizens, and Triangle because they're in Merrimack. I didn't call whatever it's Franklin, whatever it's called. I didn't do them. The other three that I contacted have accounts that allow for rotating signatories. However, I called the library. The library needs a coin counter or a coin sorter. DCU has a coin machine. Triangle has a coin machine, but they charge a 3% even if you are a member. So TD and Citizens do not.
3% on the
Total. of-
account
Even if you
Total
of
deposit
what's
it
counted.
into your account.
Yeah.
coins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I wasn't in favor of that.
No.
So then my next thought was, well, how much? All right. So when I talked with Alyssa, we don't have fines anymore. So the amount of change that we have is significantly less than what we used to have when we had fines and the copier. We still have copier change that would need to be go through. So I looked up, I just did a quick search on Amazon just to see what like a heavy duty, like awesome coin counter is. It's just under $200, which I thought was actually a lot, but I was like, I don't care, because if we can go to a bank that can have the revolving signatories. But then I was like, well, the library needs it, but then it's also staff time, which I remember it being a big pain years ago. But they were rolling it themselves. There wasn't a machine. It was just putting it in the little tubes. So that's where we are. That's why it has been such a pain to move everybody over. My goal was to just have a rotating, just being able to rotate the signatories. If we stick with DCU and like want me off of it, if next year they're not on the account, you have to close the account and open a new one,
Another new one.
which would not be good because we have to
Yeah.
keep getting checks.
I know Franklin does allow.
That's what I was wondering about.
Franklin is really good. I don't know about the coins, but they do
So.
allow the transitions.
Yeah, like I said, so did the other three. So TD, Citizens, and Triangle. So, thoughts?
Do we know what the fees look like? Is there a difference in basically maintenance fees for accounts between the banks?
I don't know. I don't. But I don't. Given the amount that we have in our 2 checkings and 2 savings, we wouldn't really have maintenance fees.
Okay.
I think
We
you
don't.
usually have to have less than $10,000 before you get any sort of fees.
Fair enough.
I don't think we'll come anywhere near that.
Well, yeah. So
if you got the coin sorter machine, that would be the main concern is the staff time.
Yeah.
I don't know how that operates too.
I know right now it takes Alyssa a long time to prepare banking anyway, so I'm not sure she'd be a big fan of that.
yeah, I know. I know. That's why I called because I was like, I think they still need this. I don't know. I mean, my recommendation was, for the time being, okay, so my recommendation was to stay with DCU, get you guys as signers, buy the coin counter or the coin sorter, and by the end of 2025, move to a different institution, get the banks or get the checks, get you the signatories, and then
Assess how the coin counter is working and
Yeah.
whether or not we want to make a
some
a
other-
change at
yeah.
that point.
That makes sense.
So it's
Yeah.
Best
laid
Thanks for the
plans.
update.
I know.
You're still on it.
I know. So that's why I was like, oh, come on, I need to get
Yeah.
off this.
Yeah, we talked about like you don't
'Cause
want to we don't want to change banks every year. We don't want to create new accounts
Right.
every year.
Right.
Exactly.
We need like a real solution.
Right.
And I know the world is going away from change, but if we still have a large
change.
amount of change coming in, then
I know.
um,
I don't know.
it's just a pain. I mean,
Yeah.
I won't tell you the hours I used to sit and roll change as a kid. I thought it was
Yeah,
fun.
me too. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but you probably put it in the little tubes.
oh yeah.
This would be something
Yeah.
that would just shake and fall into its own tubes.
Yeah.
So if you were going to deposit cash at these other institutions, they're basically saying you have to do it rolled?
Yep.
So if it's okay,
As long as you roll your coins, they
they'll
will
take
they
them.
will take it.
But I'm guessing if you have more than like a handful of change, they won't take
They
it
won't
unless
take
it's
it.
rolled.
Correct. So that's where I
Yeah.
am, and
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. That's why we brought it to you
When
guys.
people come and do copies,
Mm-hmm.
are they bringing their own quarters or are they getting them from CERC? Like giving them $5, getting quarters, and then how does that
It's
work?
probably a little bit of
I was
both.
gonna say,
I know it holds coins too, so if they feed $1 in and they
Right.
only use so much, they're going to get the change. So it's stacked with coins. Honestly, I'm not out there, so I don't see a lot of the interaction. But is there a video that goes along with the coin sorter so you can see how long it takes?
Actually, yeah, you can. The one I was looking at actually has even a little video on the Amazon that you can just be like, okay, how does this work?
Yeah.
But I would totally leave it up to you guys anyway. just to be like, what would you want? What would be the best solution for you guys? Because it's not like you guys need, like, obviously it counts it as well as sorts it, but I was like, I don't care how much it is. Like, I just want it sorted.
I'm not sure if I know what your question is. I know Triangle will charge if you use their money machine or coin machine, like 3%, but does TD?
TD doesn't have a coin sorter.
They don't have a coin
And neither
sorter.
does
So
Citizens.
The only
Right,
one
so
that
those
has
would
one is Triangle.
It's Triangle and DCU.
Or the choice is, so get a coin machine at, so then you can go to whoever, any of them,
Correct.
or DCU.
Correct.
Stay-
But
do you have a
but staying on
preference?
DCU, I have to stay on it.
Challenging, yeah.
Or we have
Or
to
we-
open new accounts
Sure.
every time we change
Yeah.
Right.
leadership.
So you have to change at some point, is your suggestion?
We have to change at
now?
some point. I think so. What she's saying is maybe we have staff we leave it for now, add us on as signatories,
Yeah.
and then experiment with maybe staff getting a coin machine, or tell Alyssa I'm there on Thursday evenings if she wants me to roll coins. It's a lovely time. I'll sit in the office and roll coins for an hour.
Does anybody want to second that?
Second.
I used to love rolling coins as a kid, so I mean that would be. I think I still actually have the paper
It's
tubes
a little
at home.
bit fun.
It is.
But not in quantity. It's not
Sure.
fun in like.
Mind staying.
Isn't that something interns could
No,
do?
I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
Side
mind because I
games.
still have 2 years. If I were like totally gone, I would be like, you need to figure something out. But no, and that's why I want to take like just to 25 and be like, let's figure this out
Yeah, we
between
want
Yeah.
the
a long-term
library and
solution.
us,
Perfect.
and
Right.
move, get our checks, get everything, and then be set up, and then we'll just.
Unless there's
Whatever.
another option, I like the idea of experimenting, like gathering data, just to see what it would look like if we tried the machine.
Yeah.
Unless people
Yeah.
think of another
I
option.
mean, I think so. So we have a little bit of time, thankfully. I think for like sorting out exactly, no pun intended, sorting out. But maybe Jen could take back to the team the idea of
Yeah.
a local coin sort machine,
Yeah.
such as what you saw, or an alternate, and just get initial response. And
Sure.
we could probably talk about it a little bit more at next month's
Yeah.
Okay.
board meeting.
Yeah.
And
do that.
I'll get the paperwork for you guys again for DCU.
Okay.
Right.
But this time actually it'll be easier because all you'll have to do is sign it, because I have other information, and then it needs to be notarized.
Okay.
DCU was the one that needed notarization.
Okay.
And then I can.
So you're saying you can add people to the DCU account, but they will not
She
remove you?
They
can't
won't
come
remove
off.
me.
Right,
Right.
because she's
Okay.
the
Just
primary
making
on
sure I
it.
got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we really want to set everybody up for success.
Can you ship, so you're the primary, is that what you're saying?
It's called managing organizer.
So you can't assign a new managing organizer?
Correct.
Gotcha.
So, and then I asked, I was like, okay, well, do you have an account type that I can have revolving signatories? Because having been on the wrestling boosters, and Erin was saying this for Girl Scouts, we rotated people all the time. And
Sure.
it wasn't even that, like, I got off of it, so did my treasurer, and 2 new people came back on. So we had 2 off, 2 on. It wasn't like it was me and then Molly and then me and then Erin.
Right.
It was total new people, and Triangle had no issue with it, and Citizen had no
Sure.
issue with
Right.
it, and we've had TD in the past, and they didn't have any issue with it. So, and we didn't have to deal with this in the past because I was still the treasurer.
So the 2 accounts with Fidelity and process transitioning, no issues. DCU transition is more complicated. Jan's reaching out to various local banks to explore options, but will stick with DCU for the short term. And then Jen's gonna ask staff their thoughts regarding a coin sorting machine.
Yes,
Nice.
Thanks.
See?
yes.
It's the only one I
Yeah,
got
thank
right so
you.
far, so I wanted to say
Oh
that.
no, that's not true.
All right, so, okay.
More to come.
Okay.
So we are up to, I believe, acceptance of minutes, of which there are several to go through. If folks are okay, I would like to do the April 15th, 6:45 pre-meeting and 7 p.m. meeting together. because the 6:45 was like one sentence. So I will motion to approve the 4:15 public meeting minutes.
The only question I had was, I'm listed as an alternate.
Oh, okay.
I was
We can
voted
edit
in.
that. Yeah,
For
you
the
were in.
title,
Yeah, by
but it
that
was
point.
voted in, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we need to. I probably just overlooked removing that from
Does
the
that
previous.
make sense? Because I don't
Mhm.
care one way or another.
Yeah,
but-
it does.
Yeah, with edit, then motion to approve the 4:15 minutes.
I'll second with edits.
And any discussion or all those in favor? 500 with the edit, thank you. And then next is the 4:15 non-public meeting minutes. Any adjustments for that?
Just the same.
The same, okay. With edits. I motion to approve those. Is there a second?
Second with edits.
And all in favor? 500. Thank you. Then we have the April 17th public meeting minutes, for which there were 3 of us in attendance at that budget, default budget meeting. So those in attendance vote, correct?
Yes,
And then if you were not in attendance, you abstain.
correct.
Okay, so any adjustments, first of all, or comments on those minutes? All in favor of approving the 4:17 public? 3.
Oh, did somebody second it?
Oh, was there a second? Sorry.
I'll second.
Thank you. Getting out of order. Okay, so then all in favor? There's 3, and opposed, and then abstain, 2. 302. Thank you. Then one more. The April 30th non-public meeting. Again, there were 3 of us in attendance at that meeting regarding library personnel. Any comments or adjustments on those minutes? And I will motion to approve.
Was I got that one? I don't know.
Yes, you were.
Okay, I thought so.
It
Just
was
can't find it.
Robbie, me, and you.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so motions on the table.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor of those 4:30 minutes? 3, and opposed and abstain. 02. Great. Thank you. Okay, that brings us to committee updates. The Building Exploratory Committee.
We did not.
Are all of these full? I just didn't remember. So,
By full, you mean
is there any?
not empty?
Yeah, exactly. It's half full.
That no one goes to.
Yeah.
I think it's the town center committee.
Okay. I think the Building Exploratory Committee is more like on hiatus. It's just a
Oh,
placeholder.
okay. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wait, that's right. That's why I'm thinking the building committee. Yeah.
Should we leave it on our agenda then? Or will we know when they come back?
It's well, if we ever start looking for a new library, that's why it's on hiatus. Like way back when we
Got
were
it.
looking at sites, there were a couple of us that looked around, and we looked at, as the board, we looked at like the sites, and we also looked at
With our building exploratory,
Yeah.
not the town's building
correct.
exploratory.
It's our
Got
building.
you.
Yeah, it's like a couple of us. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so then Friends.
How do you want to do, we're going to keep that?
Yeah, we can just say no
Just
update.
Put hiatus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe we can do that on the next agenda. I can keep a note for that.
I realize you're on the Friends.
Well, I think.
She can't go
I
anymore.
can't because
right.
they've moved their meetings to the 3rd Monday of the month, and that conflicts with my MVD meetings.
Ah.
So
So
I
I-
can no longer friends with their new schedule.
I'm willing to do Friends.
Like,
If we want a tag team,
let's just tag team it so that we can make sure one of us gets there each month.
no problem.
Yeah, because if there's 2 of you, you can still both go.
So no update today for that.
Yeah, I think they were originally going to meet last night, but it's now June 2nd.
It's June 2nd, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
actually, you know what? I have minutes to that. Let me see if I can find them. Friends minutes. This is from April. They're having their book sale coming up. Jenny Devost requested several pockets of money for summer reading, which was great. And like there's an author coming, and then there's the prizes, and it was really good. And then there's another author, a comic book workshop that they are funding. Yeah.
They were the ones that funded the poop museum that had 75 people in attendance.
That's amazing.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, and the book sale's coming up, so they're June 2nd. So nobody can meet, or several people couldn't meet. Last night. So they moved it to June 2nd, and they wanted to make sure that they had it because of the book sale coming up. The book sale is on June 20th and 21st. And if you want to help set up at all, they're doing it June 18th. Oh no, not the 18th, but the 19th and 20th.
And I think even the day of, if any of you want to come and help.
Yep. And they're still looking for members as well as people for the board.
So great. Okay. Thank you. The Public Library Development Fund Committee I attended for the first time. And now I know I will bring more detailed library updates the next time I go. It was more or less what I could recall, so I'll do a little bit more in depth the next go around. But Yvette also attended and was able to do some of the library updates with the team. They do have a new treasurer, so I could understand and follow along some of their activity with the banking paperwork changes and things were going on with them. So I understood. And then I did send out a date and time for the town center committee to this group in case anybody was able to go.
Yeah, it's like noon on Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a tough time.
Mhm.
So I think
We
we've
may
run
be able
into
to
that.
drop in on some this summer, but
Okay.
during the school year.
Yeah,
I don't know.
challenge. Yeah.
Do you know if it's always like the third Friday?
They don't always meet.
I know.
No, they
Yeah, they
didn't say
skip.
that it was.
It's just whenever they have it. Okay.
I mean, it was at the development fund committee where they told me the time
Oh.
for the town center. So it
Okay.
was just passed along
I
that way.
also, I think the town center is also posted on the town website,
I think you're right.
which, if I say that, I think probably going forward, it'd be awesome if we could have our meetings posted on the town's calendar. Because I know even MVD made an effort to get our meetings posted on the town calendar. So maybe it's just, I don't know who exactly at the town, but it might just be something to, at the next.
I can ask tomorrow. Paul's meeting is in the morning. So.
Yeah, his regular meeting and be like, hey, would you guys mind just adding our meetings to your calendar? It's just kind of a link that they put to
Mhm.
our page, but
Yeah.
it's kind of nice that they're all in one place.
Yes.
Makes sense. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, agree. Okay, excellent. Moving along. So the trustees committee updates. So for personnel, we do have a non-public meeting today with a few items. I did also send along a personnel committee charter draft to the group, which is really a follow-up action from the town HR meeting that we had back in March, which those notes were sent along. So I think, personnel, I think maybe in this context applies to not only the board of trustees, but also the library director and also the library staff. So some of the items in that draft just account for kind of each bucket of people. So if the board chooses, I think that personnel charter might be able to help facilitate some of the conversation and evolution of roles. So I'd be happy to hear feedback either now or we can talk further in non-public on that as well.
I just had one very small, probably
Yeah,
not too
go
meaningful
ahead.
edit. But,
Yeah.
Under scope, where it says library staff reports up to the library director, I just wonder if that up is needed in that sentence.
Okay. Yeah, not directly in all the cases, I think. So I think that,
Oh, okay, so it's
you
meant.
know what I mean? Like, because there's
So
a
meaning
couple of layers.
through. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, but I'm willing to adjust there. Let me go back here. Then one of the other pieces just to comment on quickly is in terms of feedback from this group on board meetings, one of the ideas that had come forward is whether or not we wanted to implement a rate the meeting activity so that each person in attendance at a monthly board meeting would have the opportunity to essentially weigh in on how they felt the meeting went and be able to provide any feedback in that manner, which might allow us to have a little bit more iterative feedback in between each meeting. So that's another piece to think about. And one last thing, sorry for the personnel committee, having some visibility on that personnel policy manual, which I think has been tied up with the town now for a long time.
Yeah, we're waiting on a social media policy that the town
Okay.
is implementing, so that
Okay.
we can basically adapt or adopt their
Yeah.
policy.
Is the rest of it ready?
I believe so.
Aside from
Yeah,
that,
I
so
mean,
maybe, yeah, okay, so maybe the next time we get together as personnel committee, we can talk a little bit more about that policy manual and kind of getting moving with that.
Mhm.
Great, any questions? No. Finance committee.
We haven't met yet.
No.
We've
We
been
met-
off of bank account discussions,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, we
No
don't.
update.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Well, we got you acclimated to.
yes, yeah. Janet and I met, and I got lots of training
On
Oh, good.
QuickBooks
on QuickBooks and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
Um,
and reports.
yeah.
Okay.
Transition and process.
Yes. And then the building committee.
We haven't met yet.
We haven't met yet either.
Okay.
With all the vacations and then Yvette being gone, that's probably something we all need to find a
Court.
regular schedule
Mhm.
going forward
Mhm.
when Yvette gets back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
I feel like it's April, May vacation season.
Then it'll be June, July vacation
Yeah,
season.
that's it.
Yeah.
No, that's kid camp season.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Their vacation, we're tapped out.
Good.
I may be out of it that time, but we will figure it out.
All right, I think that brings us to reviewing the May action items. Do we do that before going into non-public, or is there a preference? I think we could review them.
I think we can.
Okay. So I'll go through the list I have, and then you can fill in the blanks. So Jen will follow up with Crown Trophy. Jen will follow up with the database canopy 3M adjustment. Jen will follow up with the overdrive.
I think that's all part
It
of the
is.
same.
The
one.
same.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. One action item.
Yep.
Then Jen will encumber the 4,000
Mhm.
for the elevator contract maintenance.
So
And
I'm sorry, can
Yep.
I ask a question on this?
Yes.
$4,000 for, I have written down on business card. No, that's a different one, hold on.
Stanley.
Okay, $4,000 for Stanley
Stanley.
maintenance,
Yep.
gotcha, thank you.
Then Janet will move $100 from specials to fines.
Yep.
And the anonymous 1337.
That
No,
was just,
that's
we
just-
just
Oh,
voted
that
on
doesn't
it.
need to be moved.
No,
Nope.
no.
The 314.99.
Yep.
And the 107.91.
Yep.
Respectively to fines and specials.
Yep.
Mhm.
Then, nope, that's no longer applicable. And Jen will collect some initial feedback from the coin sorter conversation that we had.
I also have written down that I'm gonna look into the $4,000 business card PO to make sure the
Oh,
money
yeah.
went back.
Oh, okay.
Part of the money,
Yeah,
anyway.
part of it, right.
Yeah.
What was that?
Okay.
$1,000 what?
Business card purchase order.
Okay. Any others
I also have getting you guys this
Oh,
on the signature.
for DCU?
For DCU.
So how do you want this emailed to you, or do you want it just for the next meeting? These answers, or what works best?
I
I can take an
mean,
email.
yeah. I mean, I think just to confirm
Okay.
on any of the line item adjustments, and then I think just confirming that follow-up has occurred,
Yeah.
I think would be helpful. I think especially with Yvette being back
Sure.
there next
Yeah.
month and, you know,
Okay.
just trying
Exactly.
to close the loop there.
Exactly.
You got it.
So then when we read it off, we'll be like, yep, she did it.
Yeah,
Yep, she
right.
did it.
We'll all know. Just quickly, I will go over the upcoming events. The Friends, you have said is moved to June 2nd, so that's an
Mhm.
adjustment to make. The book sale is June 21st.
Yep.
The Development Fund Committee is August 4th, and I will be able to attend that. And then our next board meeting here will be June 17th. And no comments I'm seeing from the press public board members.
Actually, I would like to offer to Donna, would you like an overview of our accounts and money? I have a money briefing in terms of how our money works with all the different laws and,
Oh, sure, yeah,
okay,
thank you.
okay.
Appreciate
So you and I can schedule
it.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and along those lines too, I know that Deb previously facilitated a trustee retreat that happened sometime in the warmer months of the year. So I don't know if folks had a preference on looking at sooner than later. I know there's a lot of change, you know, that's
Yeah, I felt,
going
well,
on
we
here.
did it in October last year, I think. I just felt like it was really far into the
Mhm.
fiscal year for like us to have goals, so I think maybe doing
Yeah.
it sooner would be better.
yeah.
We can have more than one. I mean, we
That's
could
true.
have one to set it up and then
Yeah.
have a revisit how we're doing
Yeah.
in mid-year.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, generally, if we look to do, are you thinking like June or July around the new fiscal year, or like the new electoral year?
Yeah, either or.
Yeah. Because I feel like now we're getting towards the end of June, but, I mean, May. But,
It might, I don't know if it's helpful to do it before summer really gets here, if that's better or worse. I don't know.
yeah. Generally, do folks feel like there's some times that might work, like on a weekday evening in June? I don't know. Without, you know, throwing out dates and things, we could talk about like what might be possible to get together before we leave this evening. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that would be beneficial as well to
Mhm.
have that additional touch point. And Yvette is back like the 20.
Tuesday.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
So actually, I
27.
believe she's in town. She gets back on this Thursday, but
yeah.
It's recuperating.
Yeah, right,
So,
right. Recovery.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, that's great. Then I think, are we ready for the motion for non-public? Anything else before we do that? So I will motion that we move to non-public session per RSA 91-A32A personnel.
Second.
And we'll do a roll call vote. Janet?
Yes.
Robbie?
Yep.
Erin?
Yes.
And Donna?
Yes.
And I also vote yes, so 5-0-0 on roll call.